Howdy and welcome back to Happy Jack's Shack. I'm Happy Jack and this is my shack. That's why I call it Happy Jack Shack. And now for the summary of the Backflow incense cone comparison. And I want to go into basically four main categories. How easy is it for it to light? And then how long does it take from the time I light it until the smoke comes down? And then the time that it burns for the total length from when I light it until it goes out. And then finally, little pros and cons by me. It's my own personal opinion. Some people might not agree, but that's me. Okay? So let's get to it. And so first off, let's go with the ease of lighting. Now, in the comparison when I actually was doing it, you might recall, they all lit up really good. Now, the dragon cones, they seem to constantly have easy to light, stay lit, and they start to show smoke right away. And now the Odophy, that's a different story. Now, when I did it on the comparison, it lit right away. But I've had some where I'd light it and they'd go out. And most of the time I light it, I'll go in to work on the computer or go look at some videos on YouTube, and it goes out. It's like it knows whether I'm there watching it or it's gone. So, no. Now, with the Trumiri, those are easy to light. I light them up and they just burn. And I've had some that I light and they burn and they start smoking within a minute or two. So the 5 minute, that one was, and I will show how it actually works. Now, as far as the from when I lit until it actually started putting smoke out, the dragon cone, that was 1 minute 18 seconds, and then it started to flow. With the Odafy, it was 5 minutes 20 seconds. Might have been 19 seconds, 18 seconds, somewhere. I rounded it. And the Trumiri, that was 5 minutes 45 seconds. And like I said, you know, with these, the dragon cones, it comes with 100 of them, and we are judging them by using only one. The Odafy, that was 160 of them, and judging one fragrance and one cone. And of course, with the Trummery, that's like what was it? 320 cones. No, the other was 360. This one was 720. Double the amount of the Odafy. And, you know, you can't judge them all by the performance of only one. And I have found that by burning several of the dragon cones, they all seem pretty consistent. They light easy, they burn. The only drawback with them is I'll get to when I get my pros and cons. Now, as far as the time, the total burn time, that was surprising, I must admit. And it's pretty consistent. The dragon cones, they lasted for 20 minutes, 30 seconds. Okay, 20, 29, somewhere around there. And the Odafy, they lasted only 1842. That one shocked me because it seemed to be bigger. And the Trummery, that was 24 minutes and 29 seconds. Total burn time. So that was really good. Now, as far as the pros and cons, like I said, the dragon cones that came with the dragon, they burn almost constantly. They light easy. They start producing the backflow smoke fairly fast, and they do the and they last quite a bit. That was surprising. I mean, come on, 20 minutes? Well, actually 20 and a half. 20 minutes, 30 seconds. That was surprising on that. Now, the only drawback is no real fragrance except, you know, campfire. It was a campfire. As far as the Odafy, I burned several others, you know, before I did the comparison, and also since then in the past couple of weeks. And I'd have several times I'd have problems just getting them to light and burn. And though it was a bit of a kind of a sweet fragrance to it, they didn't have any really, no fragrance. I've even burned the rose, and usually rose is a really good, strong fragrance. But with the Odafy, it wasn't. And as far as the Trummery, what can I say? I mean, they were fantastic. 2 thumbs up on that. They light easy. some of them do take a little long before it starts putting to smoke, but for the most part, I get it for the fragrance. You know, and it's just, you know, the backflow smoke is just a little extra. So I make out really easy, and it did have, now several of the others that I've burned since then and before then, they light up easy. They started producing the backflow smoke about maybe 2.5 minutes, and it started smoking. And they would constantly burn for between 24-25 minutes. So that's total win. And being as I have 18 different fragrances, I was thinking, why not do a review of each individual cone? You know, one day do one, then another day do a different one, you know, until I get all 18 of them reviewed. And I'll do a really quick on the actual showing it and going through how easy it is to light it, and then do the times for how long it took before the smoke started coming down, how long they lasted for, and how the fragrance is. And like I said in the video, I forgot what the fragrance was. I want to say lilac, but it was lavender. And like I said, the dragon cone and the odorfee are purple, but the trummery, that was like a wood color, kind of a beige brown. So leave a comment down in the comment section. That's down there, and let me know if you'd like to see me do a series of fairly short backflow cone fragrance reviews of the Trummery brand. And there is a lot of them. Some of them are kind of, it will be very difficult for me to pronounce some of them, but you get the frankincense and honeysuckle, those are easy. The rose, and also, here, let me show you the cases, and we can get into that, okay? Can I go now? All right. So, like I was saying, there are so many cones in each collection. You know, you have to consider just one cone isn't going to be the same. You know, the cones will be different. So, let's check on these things. Okay? I was saying maybe the whole inside, you see, you can see the hole in it. And this is the dragon cone. Now, what I'm going to do is I'll take each one of the cones, I'll use a toothpick, and different colors. Blue will be for the dragon cone. Red will be for the infamous odorfee, and green for the Trummery. So let's find out with this, with the toothpick, and I will put it right into the hole, and then I'll use the blue, and let's see if I can get this. just a little blue dot on it. And as you can see, there's a blue. So let's see how that fits on here. As you can see, it goes almost to the very top. So that's why these start up right away. And I see I'm getting a little bit of a cross breeze in here. I like doing that. Now let's find out about the Odophy. Wow, it doesn't have a very big hole in it. I hope that isn't the limit. I mean, that's crazy. No wonder it don't go too good. So I'll mark it with the red. Now let's see where it is. You got the blue and there's a red. And if we check that, you see how much there still is? I mean, that does not show very good. You got to burn almost half of the cone before you get to the downflow. Now let's see one of my favorites. This is the Trummery. And how far do we get on it? It goes beyond that, it goes beyond that, and it's, wow. But let's see how that matches up. And that'd be green. So let's see how that works. Wow, look at that. So that's the Odophy, the Dragon, and the Trummery. And the Trummery, if you look at the deal in there, that again, it goes almost all the way to the top. So this one will light up a lot faster. Also found if you leave it sitting on the table too long, it'll stick. The resin is absolutely crazy in those. So there you go. And that's why some of them, like the dragon cones, and the most of the Odophy, I mean most of the Trummery, they go and start smoking right away. And I got a real bad cross breeze in here somehow. Maybe it's because I have a fire going in the wood stove. It been cold. So, let's go to the closeout, shall we? Alright, so there you have it. The comparison, which came before this, and now the summary about the whole thing. Hey, what can I say? It's me, Jappy Hack. I'm Happy Jack. You know, the comparison of the holes, the Trummery was the deepest, and it was just about equal as far as the comparison of the depth of the hole and the height of the entire cone. There was just a little bit at the very top to burn before it gets to the backflow cone hole. And the same thing with the dragon cone. The Odophy, not so good. I mean, you had to go through almost half of the cone before you get backflow. So overall, I'd say with the dragon cones, everything was great on it except the fragrance. There just wasn't that much fragrance. You know, I mean, you had the fragrance of a campfire, which is great. I mean, it reminded me of my childhood, a long, long time ago. We had to ride our dinosaurs out to the campgrounds. But other than that, ease of lighting, the dragon cones, they were no problem. In fact, the one that I was burning this evening was one of the dragon cones. And the trummery, I had no problem lighting those. Now, the odorfee, those, it was hit and miss all the time. Some of the cones lit up and had no problem with it. Some of the cones, I had to relight it 3 times before it stayed lit, and it took a long while before it started producing the backflow smoke. So with the dragon cones, I give it 1 thumbs up and 1 meh, because of the no fragrance except burning wood. The odorfee, meh, no more getting those. But I will burn the ones I have. And the trummery, you get 2 thumbs up. They're great. And if you want to hear about the fragrances on all of them, then I'm going to show you all of the different all of the steels that I have and the boxes they're in. That is one thing I have to say about the odorfee. It came in really good boxes. Of course, it wasn't good enough for me, so I put contact paper, wood grain contact paper around it, and also 1 piece on the top. So that, and you'll see that. And you'll see all the different fragrances that I have. And let me know, comment down below, down there, and let me know if you'd like to see reviews of each of the fragrances. And I'll try to keep those down to about maybe 10 minutes each. So, until next time, this is Happy Jack, hoping your journey down life's path is a pleasant one. Later days. And y'all come back now, yeah? Okay, hopefully you can see the titles, the name of them, and you can also see behind it are the boxes of the stick incense that got me hooked on all of this. So we'll just have to wait and see how this works out. 18 different fragrances: dragon's blood, red rose, cannabis, lavender, musk, pine, white sage, coconut, pineapple, vanilla, jasmine, eucalyptus, patchouli, cinnamon, honeysuckle, citronella, I guess opium, and frankincense. So if you want me to do reviews on them, let me know in the comments. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.